Seung Ryu, good evening.
Uh,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, that's very great to know. So once again, good evening. So this is the continuation of our class, Seung Ryu. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, that's great. So now for tonight, we will be having a new topic. So let me try to share my screen now to you. Okay, here is your book for tonight's class. So can you see your book now?
Yes.
Okay, so for tonight, again, this is your topic, which is all about Unit 8, about floating water. Okay, so as you can see here, there is a family that is swimming on the beach. So how about you, Song Ryu? Can you swim or do you know how to swim?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So it means that you can also float.
Yes.
Oh wow, that was very great. Because me, I love swimming, but I'm not good at swimming because sometimes I'm I don't I don't know how to float that much. So now let me try a moment. Okay, here. So let's try to move on with the next one. So here are the words that you will be having. So you will be having 8. Okay, so let's try to read the first one. What is the first?
Float.
Okay, float. Very good. So float is like you can float on the water, okay, or stay in the surface of water. Now, how about this?
A port.
Okay, very good effort or to give your effort on something. That this one.
Dance.
Okay, one
Dance.
more. Yes, very good. One more time. Dance.
Dance.
Okay, how about number 4?
Weightless.
Okay, weightless, meaning it doesn't have any weight at all. So next one, number 5,
Identical.
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 Okay, very good. So identical is like a twin or twins where they are exactly the same. A twin sister, twin brother, or identical twins, or meaning the word identical means the same. Okay, next one
Separate.
is separate or like not to join anymore, or separate land, or separate direction. Okay, next.
Fresh.
I give very good. Fresh, good job. And last one,
Flow.
low, very good. Like low is like heavy or crowded flow of people who are on the street walking. So now, those are the words that you will be having. So do you have any more questions?
No.
No. Because if you have questions, don't be shy to ask. Okay. So now let's try to answer letter A first. Okay, this one.
To move in one direction. Dance.
Dance. Okay, so the word dance here um is like difficult to see because there is a dense fog. Okay. So here,
Identical.
identical is the same, or they are like a twin sister or twin brother. Um, to move in one direction, like the water on a river who flow in one direction or move in one direction.
Float. Flow.
Very good. Good job. So here is number 8 because move or to flow is the same. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's have letter B.
To stay on the surface of a liquid.
Mhm. Liquid or water. to stay on the surface of a liquid or water?
Float.
Okay, very good. Float. Okay, because the other word for liquid is water. Okay,
Okay.
okay, let's have letter C.
Not salt. Fresh.
Okay, it's fresh. Very good. D.
It's like 30.
Okay, exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Dense.
No,
Identical.
very good. Because identical, as what I said earlier, is like um twins. Okay, identical. Okay, now how about letter E?
Heavy. Crowded. Import.
Is the next and five. Okay, heavy or crowded?
Hmm?
What is heavy or crowded?
Import.
Effort?
Yeah.
So let's try to skip that one so that you can analyze or understand the other word first or other meaning first. The letter F.
Having no weight. Weightless.
Very good. It's weightless. Good. Now, how about letter G?
Not joined together. Separate.
Okay, it's separate. Good job. Because they are not joining anymore together. Next,
A serious attempt. Dense.
no.
Effort.
Yes, it's effort. For example, tomorrow, earlier this morning, you had an exam and you give a serious effort on your exam, meaning you give your effort or you give a serious attempt answering the questions on your exam. That is the definition, or that is a simple term of the word effort. Okay, so now, what is the answer in letter E?
Dense.
Okay, it's dense. Very good. So dense means heavy or crowded, or crowded meaning there are many people. Okay, crowded meaning there are many people or a lot of people. So we are all done having the words and its meanings or definitions. So do you have any more questions?
No.
No. So if you don't have any questions, let's try to move and now here. So on this one, we will going to have the reading. Okay, so let's try to have first this one. Can you read this one first?
Have you ever floated in a pool? It takes some effort. Floating in salt water is easy. The salt makes the water denser. This density makes
Density.
density makes you more weightless, so you can float more easily. Here is an experiment to try at home. Fill two ide- identical glasses with water. Add two tablespoons of salt to one glass of water. Stir well. Add a few drops of food coloring to the other glass of water. Cover the glass containing the colored water with a sheet of paper. Then turn the glass upside down and place it on top of the glass. con containing salt water. The sheet of paper should be between the glasses, gen gently pour,
Gently.
gently pour the paper out from between the glasses. The colored water and the salt water will remain separate.
Okay, good job. So in this one, have you ever float in a pool? A float or to stay in the surface of water. But on floating in a pool takes some effort or serious attempt. Yeah. Because floating in salt water is easily. Meaning, if you are in the sea or in the ocean, you can float easily because the salt makes water denser or heavy. So this density makes you more weightless, so you can float more easily. So in the first one, they said that floating in the salt water is easy than floating in a pool or swimming pool. Okay? That's why there is an experiment you can try at home. So all you need to do here is to have two identical glasses or two the same glasses. The first glass, you need to put 2 tablespoons of water and stir well, or in other words, is mix the salt and water. Okay. Another, you need to have um another glass with food coloring and water. After having those, you need to cover the glass containing the colored water with a sheet and put it upside down, in or place it on the top of the glasses. Let me see if there is anything here. Okay. Okay, for example, this is the glass of water, and you need to put the other glass like this. Okay, so it is upside down. You like on this one, the glass of water, and you need to have this one. Okay, it looks
Okay.
like this. Now, gently pull the paper out from between the glasses. So meaning if there is paper here, you need to pull it out. Okay, and the colored water and salt water will remain separated. Okay, now let's try to move on with this. Can you read the last?
Remember how salt water has a higher density
See?
than density than fresh water. The fresh water will float on the top of the salt water. If you turn the glasses over, the heavy salt water will now be on top. It will flow down and mix with the colored water.
Okay, so remember how salt water has a higher density than fresh water, like the water mixed with colored material. So fresh water will float on the top of the salt water. But if you turn the glasses over, is the glasses. So if you turn up like this, the heavier salt water will now be on top, but it will flow down and mix with the colored water. So now, do you have any questions about this?
No.
No. Is there anything? Okay, here is the experiment. So we will be having that one later. Before having those, so let's try to have now the comprehension if you don't have any questions. So let's have number 1.
What is the main idea of the passage? Colored water weighs more than salt water.
Oh, so colored water weighs more than salt water. So here in letter A, colored water is heavier than salt water. But on the passage that we read, salt water is denser or heavy than fresh water. So what is the correct answer, or what is the best answer in number 1?
People can swim in salt water.
So the passage is mainly about salt water is heavier than fresh water. That's why here in the last one, look at this. Remember, salt water is higher density or dense, meaning heavy. Okay, that's why letter C is the correct answer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's try the answer number 2.
The density of salt water can make things float.
Very good. Number 3.
If salt water is on top of fresh water, salt water will flow down.
Okay, very good. Because as what I said, salt water is heavier than fresh water. Good job. Now, how about number 4?
Food coloring is used in the experiment to make to see the different kinds of water easily.
Okay, very good. Because if you didn't put food coloring in the 2 glasses, you might have trouble, or it might be too hard for you to remember which is salt water and which is fresh water. That's why in fresh water they put food coloring, okay, to remember which one is salt water and which one is fresh water. Did you understand? All good?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, let's have here the next one. Write it. So you will be having 2 additional questions. So let's start with 5.
What do you need to keep water in the glass when you turn it over? We need to put a sheet of salt.
Okay, so remember, you put the 2 glasses like this. So what did you put in the middle to keep?
Up, up, down, upside.
Yeah, you put upside down. Yes, you put it upside down. But before putting upside down, you put something here to cover the colored water. So what do you use? A sheet of letter P.
Butter.
No.
Mm, paper.
Yes, a sheet of paper. Like for example, this is a 2 glass. So first, I need to put cover here after putting the glass upside down. Okay, and you need to gently pull the paper like that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, what is the answer again in number 5? We?
We we need to put a sheet of paper over the colored water.
Yes, that's the one. Now, let's try the have number 6.
Fill in the blank with the correct information. Cause salt water has a higher density, density than, uh, than fresh water. The fresh colored water will uh,
Or
uh,
where is the fresh colored water.
Remain
Yes, good job. Okay.
on top of the salt water.
Okay, so the fresh water that is weightless or doesn't have any weight at all will remain at the top. And the salt water, which is heavy, will going to remain below the fresh water. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's try to move on here on the next one. So here is the critical thinking. So this is all about the experiment that about the passage. So this is the visual summary of the passage that we have. So here you need to complete those. So let's try the half number 1.
Here to um, salt glasses with
Now
one
let's solve.
identical
Yes, it's identical.
as, as two tablespoons of salt to one glass. Add food coloring to the other glass. Cover the glass of colored water with a piece of paper. Peel it in upside down onto the other glass.
Last one.
Gently,
Gently.
gently pull the paper out and observe the floating water.
Okay, very good. So this is the example pictures of the experiment that we had on the passage. So first, you need to have two identical glasses and fill it with water. The first glass should have salt and the second glass should have food coloring. Okay, so now after that, you need to cover the paper, okay, and put it upside down. So at the top is the fresh water and on the bottom is the salt water. And you need to pull the paper and see this one. Okay, look at this. The two water is not mixing, okay, because of the density of the salt water. Any questions?
No.
No, okay, that's great. Now, if we don't have any questions, let's try to have the last one, which is the reasoning. So all you need to do is to complete the summary.
When the fresh water meets the salt water, they stay salt
Okay, when the fresh water meets the
over,
salt water, what is it?
over,
No, what happened to the two?
separate.
Yes, they stay separate. Good job.
Salt water has greater density, so it is salt
No,
heavier.
very good. Heavier.
Fresh water will float on top of over water. Sink.
Okay, so fresh water will float on the top of,
Salt
yes, salt
water. If you turn the glasses sink top over,
Okay, over.
the heavier salt water will be on sink.
If okay, you flip over the glass. So this is the salt water. This is the fresh water. Ta-da! Where is the salt water?
Top.
Yes, at the top.
Now it will sink
Mhm.
down to the glass. It will mix with the colored water.
Okay, very good. So now that will be all for this topic. So do you have any questions?
No.
No. So on this topic, we talk about two different water. So what are the two different water that we talk about?
Salt.
Salt water and
Coloring water.
yeah, it's the coloring water. So what type of water is the coloring water? Salt water and the coloring water or the water with color is the fresh water, right?
Yes.
So we talk about fresh water and salt water. So here, salt water or salt water has a density. So what do you mean by density or dense? What does it mean?
Uh,
It's,
Heavy.
yes,
Very
mm,
heavy.
yeah, it's heavy. Density or dense means heavy. So meaning salt water is heavy. And how about which water is weightless? Or the
Uh,
or which water is weightless or doesn't have any weight at all? No? Okay. Fresh water is weightless.
Mm.
Okay, meaning it doesn't have any weight at all or no weight. But salt water is heavy. Fresh water doesn't have any weight at all. Okay, now, so on this one, for example, if we flip the glasses upside down or over, what will happen to the two water? Okay, this is the salt water. This is the fresh water. If we did this, what will happen to the water?
Top.
Yeah, the salt water is on the top. And then what will happen to the salt water and fresh water?
Mm.
It will going to mix together.
Um,
If you put it like this, because the salt water is heavy. That's why the salt water will sink down and the fresh water will going to go up. So meaning it will going to mix or the water or both water will going to be colored water or red. Okay. So
okay.
do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. Once again, what is the meaning of density? What does
Heavy.
okay, it's heavier or heavy. So if the salt water is heavy, how about the fresh water? Is it also heavy?
No.
No, very good, because fresh water is weightless or no weight. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So before we end our class, do you have any more questions, Seung Ryu?
No.
Okay, so that will be all. Thank you for your time and have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.